The other day I was actually talking to my voice assistant, and I paused for maybe half a second to just, gather my thoughts, and bam!
Oh, no, let me guess. It completely cut you off.
Exactly. Just started rambling on and on. I mean, it's that classic silence detection flaw we're all so used to.
Right. It hears a second of dead air and just panics, basically.
Yeah, but looking at the stack of research you sent over for today's deep dive, it really seems like that era is officially behind us. So, welcome to Intellectually Curious, everyone. Our mission today is to unpack this incredibly optimistic leap forward in human-AI collaboration.
Yeah, we're looking specifically at OpenAI's July 2026 release of GPT-Live, which is it's fascinating.
It really is. And for you listening, we want to figure out how this shift to continuous real-time voice interaction actually works under the hood.
Because up until now, using AI voice tools felt a bit like using a walkie-talkie.
Oh, totally. Like very rigid, one-at-a-time communication,
Right,
over and out, right?
Yeah, exactly. But the technical leap here is moving away from those cascaded, turn-based models to what the research calls a full-duplex architecture.
Okay, full duplex, so it can talk and listen at the exact same time.
Yes. It is evaluating the audio stream in milliseconds. Because it processes your voice input and generates output simultaneously, it catches live interruptions flawlessly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it can throw in an active listening cue like, or, and this is the crucial part, it can recognize the acoustic context of you just pausing to think and intentionally stay quiet.
Which is huge for conversational flow. But here's the friction point I'm seeing. If the model is dedicating all this compute to reading the room in real time, how does it handle a computationally heavy task without the audio stuttering or freezing?
So that is where they introduce this brilliant concept of delegation.
Delegation?
Yeah, think of GPT-Live as the front-of-house host at a restaurant. It manages the real-time social dynamic. But when you ask it to solve, say, a complex physics problem or run a deep web search, it offloads that heavy reasoning to a background frontier model like GPT 5.5.
Oh, I see. So GPT-Live keeps the conversation flowing, maybe pushes a visual weather card to your screen, while GPT 5.5 acts as the sous chef cooking up the actual answer in the back.
That is exactly it. It's a highly sophisticated multi-agent architecture.
And honestly, trying to build or integrate that level of complex delegation into a business workflow from scratch would be an absolute nightmare.
Oh, a total nightmare, yeah.
Which is exactly why companies turn to Embersilk. Like, if you are looking to automate, train, or integrate advanced AI agents into your own systems without having to engineer the routing yourself, Embersilk is who you want.
They really do take the friction out of deploying these multi-model systems.
Right. Whether it's custom software development or just uncovering where agents could make the most impact for your business or personal life, Embersilk.com handles all your AI needs so you can actually just leverage the tools.
Definitely. And, speaking of that underlying complexity, that brings us to one of the most uplifting parts of the GPT-Live architecture, which is real-time safety.
Yeah, this was a glaring question as I was reading the source materials, because if GPT-Live is generating responses a split second after you speak, standard text-based safety filters are going to be
way too slow.
Exactly, because those parse the text after it's generated. So how do they prevent it from outputting something harmful live?
So the solution outlined in the research is audio native evaluation. Rather than converting speech to text, running a filter, and then going back to audio, the system evaluates the semantic risk natively within the audio stream itself.
Oh, that's incredibly smart.
It is. If the system detects the conversation leaning into high-risk territory, it initiates live steering to gently pivot the response.
I have to admit, when I first read the term live steering, it gave me a bit of pause. Like, there's a fine line between a safety guardrail and a system that just manipulatively changes the subject,
That tension is definitely present, yeah. But the developers handle it so well by focusing the live steering strictly on high-severity risks.
Right, so it's not just censoring opinions.
Not at all. In acute cases, instead of just shutting down with a canned, "I cannot answer that" response, the model dynamically offers vetted crisis helpline support right in the moment. It is designed to be proactive and supportive rather than purely restrictive.
That is so amazing. It fundamentally changes the relationship from a transactional query tool to something resembling a genuinely supportive collaborator.
It really shows how humanity is succeeding at building AI companions that are secure and empathetic.
I love that. Which actually leaves me with a final provocative thought for you listening to chew on today.
Oh, let's hear it.
If artificial intelligence is mastering the art of active listening, like giving us space to think, acknowledging our pauses without interrupting. Could practicing with an AI actually train us to be better, more patient listeners with each other?
Wow, that is an intriguing prospect. I mean, the tools we use often shape our behaviors, so regular interaction with a highly empathetic system might just rub off on us in our daily lives.
Something really positive to think about the next time you're having a conversation. Well, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to the show. And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can.
It really does help get the word out.
Thanks for tuning in, and stay curious.